Belal Muhammad has finally opened up after his title loss at UFC 315, and he admits he made a big mistake. Instead of doing what got him to the top, grinding, wrestling, and outworking guys, Belal chose to go toe-to-toe in a striking battle with one of the best boxers in the division, Jack Della Maddalena. And the result? 5 rounds of Jack picking him apart, a unanimous decision loss, and a missed shot at setting up Islam versus Ilya. This isn't the first time a wrestling-based fighter got overconfident with their hands. Belal's beaten guys like Wonderboy and Leon Edwards by dragging them into deep waters. But this time, he played into Jack's world. Now looking back, he knows he messed up. And in a rare moment of total honesty, Belal said,
and obviously for us, what our strategy was to take down Jack. It wasn't to go blow for blow with him, brawl for brawl with him. It's a weird moment when you're training something so much and you're getting better at something, which I think my striking has grown so much, and I always said it. And I when I was saying that in the lead up, I wasn't lying about it when I was like, bro, I can box with him, I can strike with him. I'm not afraid to box with him. I'm not afraid to strike with him. And I went out there and I just felt good, man. There's like you know when they say there's a different energy when you're the champion and you gain 20% better. For me, I always thought I was the best in the world, and I still think I'm the best in the world. And I was like, bro, I can strike with this guy. Like, people are coming at me telling me I can't strike with him, and obviously we lost the fight, but bro, we stood toe to toe with him, and people could say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do. I went against the game plan. I went on my own.
It's a painful lesson, but it's also the reason we never got Islam versus Topuria, as we are about to confirm from Islam's coach Javier Mendez. But that one decision to brawl instead of wrestle changed the course of 2 divisions. However, let us know if you agree or think it's just a bunch of excuses from Belal. Before we continue, kindly hit that subscribe button to join the real MMA community, and I promise daily updates. Thank you. Up next, Islam Makhachev's coach Javier Mendez has finally broken his silence, and he's not holding back. After weeks of fans claiming Islam is ducking Ilya Topuria, Javier Mendez came out swinging. In his words, this move to 170 has nothing to do with Ilya. In fact, this wasn't some last-minute escape plan. According to Coach, Islam has been thinking about going to welterweight for years, long before Topuria was even part of the lightweight title picture. Mendez made it crystal clear. If Belal Muhammad had beaten Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 315, then Islam versus Ilya would have happened next. The timing would have been perfect, and there would have been no better fight at 155. But Belal's loss changed everything. Even though Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira are still in the mix, Ilya's status as an undefeated champ made him the most obvious next in line. And that's not even up for debate. But here's the thing, Islam isn't scared. He's already done the work. He's defended the lightweight belt. He's taken out top contenders. Now he's chasing legacy. And with the 155 division kinda stuck right now, welterweight gold just makes more sense. But don't count out the possibility of Islam versus Ilya just yet. If something goes wrong in the welterweight title picture, that fight could be back on the table before the year's over.
Well, he told me, Coach, my goal is to, win the more titles here in the lightweight division, defend the title more. And then after that, if a welterweight title comes up, I want to do that. I want to be double champ, And I said, that's a great plan. So this is what's been on stake for him before we even knew who Topuria was. So it had nothing to do with him. It's zero to do with him. It had everything to do with what Islam wanted and the opportunities that presented themselves. And unfortunately, at that particular time, Belal was the champion, but Islam still needed to accomplish the goal of having the most title defenses. But once that was done, now it's like, let me go up if I can.
Yes.
So
yes.
that was the deal there. That was the deal. That's why a lot of waiting was done. No decision was made by anybody until the Belal fight happened, because at the end of the day, I cannot honestly say that they would never have fight. Islam wanted all along 4 to 5 title defenses successfully, then get the welterweight title.
He added that Islam wanted 4 or 5 successful title defenses before going up. And once that was done, the team waited. They waited to see if Belal would win. If he won, Islam versus Ilya was next. But he didn't, so they shifted. Let us know if you really wanted to see Islam take on Ilya Topuria and who would win. And if that wasn't enough drama, Chael Sonnen just added fuel to the fire. On a recent episode with Daniel Cormier, Chael stirred the pot. He basically framed Islam's move to 170 as an act of fear, not ambition. He hinted that Islam wasn't chasing greatness. He was running from Topuria. That comment didn't sit well with Islam's team at all. Makhachev recently fired back on Twitter saying, "Chasing hype and money is not the same as chasing greatness in sport. But average athlete who built his way to the top with cheap trash talk won't understand that. So please sit and watch how others doing it, Uncle Chael." Then came the twist. A phone call between Chael and Islam's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, started making rounds online. In his latest video, Uncle Chael responded as we all expected.
"I don't think I called him a coward. I definitely don't use the word cowardice. I just don't use the word cowardice. It's too many syllables. I was quoted by somebody in the media as having said that. Now, so what?" Well, there was a little bit of a so what. I get a phone call from Ali, and he said to me, "My brother, I respect you. We are friends. But," and he begins to defend Islam and Islam's decision to go up to 170 pounds. And I don't argue with him. Now, I don't argue with him because I'm well aware of the decision that Islam doesn't have a problem with Ilia Topuria. This is about, I don't want to beat the scale anymore. I'm good with all of this. You must understand. Well, until there is one. Here's what Islam says. Average athlete who built his way to the top with cheap trash talk won't understand that. So please sit and watch how others doing it, Uncle Chael. That's not very nice right there.
Chael didn't argue. He now claims he understands Islam's side, saying weight cuts are brutal. Islam's earned the right to chase another belt. But still, the timing has fans asking questions. Meanwhile, the online tension between Islam's team and Chael is now far from over. And that's it for today's MMA updates. For daily fight news and content, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.